Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and today we have one of the prettiest chess games in chess history. This one was played in 1858 between Paul Morphy, who was playing with white, and Count Issoire, who was playing with black. This game is special because it is Paul Morphy's best game, and it is a must-watch for beginners at chess because it shows how to attack properly, how to use weaknesses in the enemy's position, and how to recognize checkmating patterns and how to utilize them. So truly a wonderful game you will all enjoy, and also at the end of this video I will show you a really difficult chess puzzle. I'm guessing you will not be able to solve it without my help. This is a Grandmaster difficulty puzzle, so just have a look at it and I will show you the answer at the end of this video. And now we will go to the most beautiful game in chess. Paul Morphy opened this game with e4, black replied with e5, knight f3 and d6. This opening is called Philidor's defense, and black wants to immediately protect this pawn and he wants to develop his light squared bishop. White continues with d4, and black now plays bishop g4, which is not the best move in this position. Actually, the best move is to capture e takes on d4 for black, but of course bishop g4 was played and game continued with t takes on e5. Black continues the game with bishop takes on f3, which is a mistake because right now after queen takes on f3 you are giving free development for white, and now after bishop c4 you will be already in trouble of checkmate, so this is not a good move by black. And after d takes on e5, actually the best move for black is knight on d7. You will allow white to capture this pawn, and after bishop takes on d6 you will be a pawn down, but still you will have a nice development and this game is completely playable for black, although white is slightly better, but this wasn't played in our game. Bishop takes on f3 was played, so white continued with queen takes on f3, obviously, d takes on e5, and right now immediately bishop c4, which is obvious and logical move. You want to develop your bishop and you want to attack the most weak square in black's position, which is this pawn on f7, and right now there is a checkmate threat. Black now continues the game with knight f6, which is a mistake because right now you are protecting this pawn, but you are overlooking this tactical attack with queen b3, which was played in the game, and right now this pawn is hanging and this pawn is hanging as well. The best move for black in this position, instead of knight f6, was queen d7, and right now if white decides to play queen b3, you have c6, and this pawn is defended and this pawn is defended as well. Of course white is still better in this position since he's more developed, but at least black doesn't have any material disadvantage. Instead of queen d7, of course, knight f6 was played, and Paul Morphy immediately spotted queen b3 was the best move in this position, obviously because of the double attack on these two pawns. And black now played queen e7. He decided that this pawn is more valuable than this pawn. Of course, if white decides to take this pawn, which is a completely legitimate move, we have queen b4 check, and after queen takes on b4, bishop takes on b4, bishop d2, bishop takes on d2, and knight takes on d2. White is doing way better because he's a material up and he has more developed pieces. So this wasn't played, obviously this was just one of the lines. So after queen b3, queen e7 was played, and white continued with knight c3, which is a good move as well, developing move and waiting move as well to see what will black do. Black now plays c6 with the idea to block the center, especially this weak d5 square. And right now Paul Morphy plays bishop g5, which is a great move and completely normal and logical move. You want to develop your last undeveloped piece and you want to pin this queen. And Fischer, when examining this game, he spotted that black was already in zugzwang after bishop g5 move because situation is really difficult, and you will see this in a few moves. Right now black decided to play b5 here, but unfortunately this move is a mistake because black overlooked a tactical attack by white, and now Paul Morphy finds this incredible move, knight takes on b5. Black, already a pawn down, decided to accept this sacrifice and he plays c takes on b5. After that the game continued with bishop takes on b5 check, and right now black decided to protect this check with knight b on d7. The game continued with castle queenside. Right now another great move by Paul Morphy. He castles the king, he puts his king to safety, and he also attacks this knight, and he is taking advantage of this nasty pin on d7 square. So the game continued with rook d8 for black. He wants to protect this knight with all forces possible, and now Paul Morphy finds an incredible sacrifice. Firstly he plays rook takes on d7. The only move for black is to take this rook with his rook. Taking this rook with the knight is not possible because you will lose your queen. And Paul Morphy now plays another great move, which is rook d1. You probably saw it, it's perfectly normal and logical. You want to take the advantage of this weak rook and this really nasty pin on d7. So game continued with queen e6 e6 for black with the idea to trade queens and to also involve this bishop in the defense of the position. Unfortunately, it is too little too late for Count Isoar right now, because Paul Morphy finds another great sacrifice, which is bishop takes on d7 check. And right now black makes a mistake and he plays knight takes on d7. This allows an amazing attack by Paul Morphy. Again, another sacrifice, queen b8 check. Right now you are forced to take this queen because there is no free squares for the black king. Knight takes on b8 and Paul Morphy finishes the game in style with rook d8 checkmate. So as you saw, a truly gem of a game you can learn a lot of, especially if you are new to chess. And I will just go back and show you what was the best move after bishop d7 check. So black played knight d7. Of course this wasn't the best, obviously. After bishop d7 the only way you can save your position is queen taking on d7, so sacrificing your queen, and after that the game would probably continue with queen b8 check, king e7, queen takes on e5 check, king d8, bishop takes on f6 check, g takes on f6, queen takes on f6 check, king e8, and right now we will take this queen, king takes on d7, and after queen takes on h8, and after this move we are winning the game with huge material advantage, and there is nothing black can do and save this game, of course. And now, as promised, we will go to the chess puzzle. As you can see from this position, our queen is under attack, and also we are a material down, so it will be really hard to find something that will work. We have to find something that works really fast and something that will checkmate the black king. Now, you might be thinking that maybe bishop d2 is the best move, because this black king is really awkwardly put, and for example, if black takes our queen, we have a really nice tactical idea with rook a3 check, and then if black takes, we just play b3 and we checkmate the black king. Unfortunately, this isn't the best move, because after bishop d2 black has this really strong move, which is rook to g3, and all of our hopes of checkmating the black king are crushed, because right now our queen is hanging, our rook is hanging, and whatever we do, this game is lost for us as white. Now, I might have given you some idea of how we should attack as white in this position, and now we will go to the starting move. So by looking the previous line, we can conclude that the best move for white in this position is queen f3. Which is a really strong move, because right now we are protecting this weak g3 square and we can conduct our attack and checkmate the black king. So for example, let's see what will happen if black decides to take this queen. Then the game continues with bishop d2, and right now whatever the black does, for example, black can maybe try play b5, we continue with rook a3 check, b takes on e3 is forced, and b3 is checkmate. Of course, black doesn't need to play this. In this position, if black king decides to go on a5, then we continue the game with rook a3 check, bishop a4 is forced, rook takes on a4, king takes on a4, again b3 check, king a5, and we will simply take the black queen, and in the next move we will checkmate the black king, because firstly, if he plays something like this, we will simply take the rook and checkmate the black king. And if he doesn't play that, for example, if he decides to play b5 with the idea to protect this square, we have queen takes on b5 checkmate. So whatever the black does, there is no way of saving this game really. Maybe after queen f3 black could have promoted the queen. In that case, we will continue with rook a3 check, b takes on a3 is forced, and queen takes on a3 again is a checkmate. So this was all I prepared for you today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a comment, like and share this video, as it helps me growing my channel and reaching more people. I really appreciate all of your support, and we will see each other in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.